Alright, we're just gonna hop right into it. Because these games are long and there's no point in dragging them out even longer. Hello and welcome back. We're the prosecutor that's a better detective than he is prosecutor. Why? The law system's fucked up, I guess, but you know what else is new? But I hope everyone's having a good week and doing well. Episode 2, The Captive Turnabout. Gee, makes me wonder what kind of fucking... I don't think I like this prison. Or any prison, but, you know, this one... Something about it... screams... Oh no, someone's dead. Oh no, there is a murder in the prison. I mean, that doesn't feel that unusual, but... Hey, I know this guy. I know this guy. Look at this guy. It's the dude from the first episode that we did last week. Knight. That was his name. He's dead now. Dog! The dog has blood on its mouth. I bet it was just eating a nice steak. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. March 27th, 10:16 a.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Oh. Still no sign of them, huh? Yeah. How long do they intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure the guard will bring him in any second now. The killing of Bastian Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the park, and today we're paying a visit to the detention center. Okay, so far what we can tell that's different between this game and the last one is this game does not take place over the course of 48 hours. Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I am to be the prosecutor behind the bench. What's taking so long? Are you there? What's going on? I don't know, sir. I'll go and check. We've got a situation. It's Knight. He's been killed. What? Killed in the detention center. Oh, this isn't a prison. This is a detention center. Okay, I guess that's more confusing how the murder happened here. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, what are you waiting for? That wasn't, anyways. Right. Guards, take us to the scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. So it didn't happen in the holding cells? But surely that was where he was being held. What's the holdup? The crime scene's this way. Where are you taking us? Doesn't this door lead to... The prison proper, yes. You mean those other cells aren't part of the prison? Not exactly, no. Those are the detention center's holding cells. That's where defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. The area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose. Also, in reality, because trials don't happen within 24 hours of being captured, or 48 in this case, you're more likely to be in a prison, like in an actual jail, for a while you wait your trial, which is fun. Anyways. Yeah, it's where the people who are convicted serve out their time. I suppose you could say it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. I've unlocked it, sir. Please, follow me. That's Knight, all right. But he's dead. How could this have happened? And how did he wind up inside the prison proper? Right problem, this is. 10:32 a.m. Prison. Workshop. This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? I can hardly believe it myself, but there can be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes. That's a dog grooming station. Hi, Fluffy. And you know what? This definitely looks... You're right. This definitely looks like a place where a dog stays. It's got the leash and the little place for them to sleep. It's got a little bath. And what's he doing here? I thought he was being held in the detention center, no? He was. He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. And the law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. One of the rare laws in the Ace Attorney games that might actually be better than real life. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here. Maybe he wandered his way over? The detention center and the prison are separated not only by two heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. It would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. I suppose we'd better take a closer look at Knight's body. We'll need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Begin our investigation. Obviously, I had to start with this thing. This part of the floor is covered with dirt. You know what that means, sir? Footprints! Too many footprints, unfortunately. We'll need a specialist to identify them. Guess we just gotta wait till forensics get here. Yes, and in the meantime, if you could refrain from treading all over it. Wouldn't want to slip up and get the old jacket dirty, huh? Good point, Mr. Edgeworth, thanks! My concern was for the footprints, not your jacket, Detective. Yeah, he was definitely just fucking, Wee! Wee! Uh-oh, I think we ruined it. Oh, wee! Anyways. What's with all the weird equipment? I'm not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. Smells weird, though. Kinda musky, like wet fur. I didn't know you had such a keen nose. Oh, it's nothing special, really, except when it comes to sniffing out treasure. Remind me to seal all my valuables away in airtight containers. No way, Mr. Edgeworth. I'd never steal any of your stuff. But you would happily steal someone else's. I'm not sure that's entirely reassuring. It's a sink. It doesn't seem to contain any useful clues. Nope, no whiff of treasure either. You do know we're not actually looking for treasure, right? You don't know, maybe a clue can be treasure. Now what's this? What's with the hook? Indeed. This area is too big to take in all at once. Unfortunately, I can look around. I don't have to look at everything all at once. Oh my goodness, I'm using my eyeballs and also my knees. How novel. Looks like a pulley of some kind. Maybe the prisoners use it for work? I suppose so, yes. Okay, so I know you're going to say no, but absolutely not, okay? You are not permitted to swing on that rope. Ugh, I knew it! Ugh, I should have known you were being serious. Oh, whoops. Weird having something like this in a prison, huh? A cage inside a cage? Technically, Kay, a prison isn't made up of cages, but cells. What's the difference? No offense, Mr. Edgeworth, but you've got to look at the basic nature of things more. Yes, and the basic nature of an investigation is the pursuit of accurate facts and information. These tops are rather colorful. They kind of stand out in a room like this, don't they? They certainly don't look like they belong in a prison. Look, there's a whip on top of them. You know who that reminds me of, right? Hey, maybe it's actually hers. Maybe she left it here. Not a chance. She and her whip are attached to the wrist. Trust me. For a second, I thought he was going to say she and her whip are attached at the hip, which is just accurate. There was a rope near Knight's body, too. Speaking of which, want to see my super stealthy rope escape trick? Thanks, but I'll let you know when I'm in need of saving. She seems genuinely disappointed. I assume we got everything we need here. Okay. Alright, that's enough faffing about. Wait, hold on. No, it's not. There seems to be a list of prisoners' reservations for this workshop. What are all these numbers, Mr. Edgeworth? Prisoner numbers, I'd imagine. I'd hate to be given a number like that. I rather agree. People are meant to have names. I'd much rather be called Great Thief or the Second Yatagarasu. Alright, no name for you then, I guess. Bronco Knight. Killed the day before his court date. We'd better take a closer look. Why did he get like 3 days of not having to do anything? And all my clients, whenever I'm the lawyer, my clients get like 24 hours at best. Huh? Is that... Oh, I've seen one of these in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure you have, Detective. It's a pocket chess set. And the victims, I'd imagine. Makes sense. He loved chess, after all. Yeah, it would have been a good way to pass the time. I would get bored of playing chess by myself real fast. A rubber glove. Yep, just the one, though. I should examine it in more detail. It's all muddy. Or dirty, or whatever. There's mud all over it. Maybe the prisoners were making mud pies? Wish I could have joined them. I love making mud pies. Not anywhere near my crime scene, you're not. Okay, 2 things. 1, the fingers are covered in blood on this side. I think we can safely assume that this blood was dropped sometime after Knight's blood had been spilt. We can? How come? Because had it been left on the floor when the pool of blood was forming, then the blood would have flowed around it, but not underneath it. Oh, meaning there'd only be a band of blood around the edges of the fingers, not all over the backside. Assuming the glove was discarded after the blood had pooled around the body, maybe our murderer ditched it after they did the deed. That's certainly a possibility. At the very least, whoever it was that dropped it must have seen the body. You there. Okay, is no one gonna... Are we not gonna talk yet about the fact that the tarp is in between his legs? And the blood from his neck? Yes, sir? Have you seen that glove before? Yes, sir. The prisoners wear them for work. It's strange, though. The prisoners issue those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells. They're not allowed to take them out without permission, and we always check. I suppose that would explain why there aren't any other gloves in the workshop. So we need to find someone who's missing a glove. What? The body is partially covered by a dirt-stained tarp, and there's a rope on top of it. Was Knight tied up with the rope somehow? We should take a look under the sheet as well. Look at all that red stuff! Yes, I'd say that's blood. We should keep looking around. There's bound to be more secrets to uncover, I'm sure of it. Ugh, his neck brace is soaked with the blood from the hole in his neck. I would assume that's the cause of death, and that it was probably instantaneous. He wouldn't have even had the chance to cry out for help. There's a small cut on his scalp, too. Was he struck with something? Maybe he fell and hit his head after he was stabbed in the throat? That's possible, but it's too early to say with any certainty. Okay, you have your camera with you, correct? Could you lend it to the detective so that he can photograph the body? Sure thing! All yours, Gummy. Thanks! Alright, here we go! Say cheese! You realize he's dead, yes? Look, can I have a little bit fun while I work? No. His clothes sure are a mess, though, huh? Indeed. They better be covered in dirt. Yes, he's like me when it comes to laundry. It would be a grave error to think that anybody else could be quite like you, Detective. Oh, you're just saying that, sir. No, I truly mean it. Whether or not I wish I did. Inmate use only. I guess that means that it must be one of the prisoners who was using it, right? Yes, you would certainly imagine so. But also, a guard could easily just ignore that. If they're willing to murder, they're willing to ignore one tiny little sign on the edge of a glove. Okay, did we do everything? Okay, maybe not. Oh, his hand. There's something on his finger. Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a ring, and an expensive-looking one at that. Don't even think about it, Kay. What? I didn't say anything. I don't remember him having a ring before this. In the previous episode. Okay, we're missing you, guard. Anything out of the ordinary to report, officer? Yes, sir. There's this one thing. Go on. There's a body in the workshop, sir. He's right. That's definitely out of the ordinary. If anything else occurs to you, you know where to find me. Yes, sir? Arrested for murder on the afternoon of the 25th and killed on the morning of the 27th. Talk about instant karma! Never would have thought our perp would turn into a victim himself, though. Yes, I don't like this at all. You don't think it was that ice cream guy, do you, sir? Knight had seen his face, right? Maybe he couldn't afford to let him live. A Shelley the killer, you mean? No, if this were his doing, he would surely have left a calling card. And besides, Knight isn't the only one who knows what he looks like. We do, too. Oh, yeah, and I guess we're still alive, so... Still, this is a high-security facility. I just don't understand how it was even possible. Guess it makes sense having the detention center and the prison in the same building. Means they can share the visitor's room. Indeed. It's unusual design, but it's certainly convenient for anyone visiting. Yeah, but then why have two different areas in the first place? For the two different classes of detainees, of course. Those pre-trial and those post-trial. The two facilities may be housed in the same building in this case, but they are actually quite different. Well, all I know is that they're both cramped and dark, and don't you let you leave when you want. Perhaps spending a night in each would help clarify the difference between them. No, I'm good. Thanks, sir. Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. Is there anything else around here, sir, that we need to see, sir? We can't look at the apron, sir. What are we not done with? Hello? Maybe I need to present something? Okay. You! Take a look at this! Good one, Mr. Edgeworth, I think. You weren't showing me that for a reason, were you? Want to know the first thing about it. And yet, that doesn't seem to bother you at all. Stabbed in the neck. Doesn't get much worse than that. How's the guy supposed to slurp down his instant noodles like that? A very funny detective, though I think carefully before saying any more. Otherwise, you might find that you, too, are unable to slurp down any more of your beloved noodles. What do you mean, sir? Your salary is performance-based, so you had better start performing. Talk about a hard pill to swallow. I've only been doing this for who knows how many years. Oh, wait, we haven't opened this yet. Come on. Hurry up and open the class. This is a murder investigation. You sound like a child on Christmas morning. Oh, please, even your heart must skip a beat when you're about to open a mysterious box. Not all of us think like you, Kay. Thankfully. Not a single piece out of line. These are chess pieces, right? I've seen the ones you have in your office. I had a feeling. Ah! Okay, I'll hydrate in just a second, I promise, but first, okay, I am postured. Okay, I'll save. As soon as we're out of this particular bit. 1 second. I've seen the one you have in your office. So how come these are black and white? Most chess pieces are. The ones in my office are custom made. As in, they're unique and probably valuable. I like the sound of that. She's got that glint in her eye. She'd better not be planning a robbery. No blood. No signature. Nothing missing. Nothing weird inside. Nothing out of place. Honestly, I was expecting more from this. Huh.
Wait a minute! It all makes sense now! You need to save first! Okay, back to what we were saying. I just figured out why people say checkmate!
Go on.
It's because chessboards are checkered!
More logical than I'd expected, to be honest. I think you'll find, Detective, that checkmate is an expression meaning the king is dead. It has nothing to do with the pattern on the board.
Oh, dang. Thought I made a real breakthrough there.
Perhaps the breakthrough you ought to be striving to make is learning how to tell when you're the one doing the checkmating or the one being checkmated.
Yeah, guess I still got a ways to go in the game of life. Despite being your senior by who knows how many years. I'm 32 years old. I don't know how to do jack shit. It's fine.
Okay, now I feel like we've run out of things to do here. Hey, help me. So this is what the inside of a prison looks like. Good to know, good to know. Well, someone's highly motivated to learn today. You're just not on top of your game, Mr. Edgeworth. This stuff is important. Gotta be prepared for when the time comes. Which will never come for me, I must say. Still, I won't discourage you from finding out more. And to gather a little more information myself. And then using my powers of logic to piece it together. Oh, I forgot we had the power of logic. I 100% forgot we had the power of logic. I'm like everyone else in this game. I forgot logic exists. These tops have a pretty distinctive design. In fact, it's the same design as the bloody tarp around Mr. Knight's body. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. That'll teach you to be so careless, Mr. Edgeworth. You need to keep your treasures close when there's a great thief around. I thought you were on sabbatical. Okay, now we have everything. Not a bad bit of evidence gathering. Ha! Nothing can stop us when we're on the hunt together. Right, Gummy?
You betcha! We're unstoppable! A regular 3 Musketeers!
Let's not get carried away, Detective. There's one thing we still haven't found.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
The murder weapon, obviously. You know, originally there's a part of me that thought it might have been the hook, but look, just based on the shape of it, I'm going to say no. What's missing from the crime scene?
The murder weapon.
I see no sign of a murder weapon anywhere.
You're right! I didn't even think of that!
Come now, Detective. These are basic investigative principles we're talking about here.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, sir.
Don't worry, Gummy. It hadn't crossed my mind either. The fact that hardly puts my mind at ease, Kay. Items that could prove even potentially lethal are strictly controlled within a prison. After all, we wouldn't want the inmates getting their hands on them, would we? Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene with one. Most of the time in prisons, they are fashioned out of whatever materials inmates can get their hands on. It's called a shiv. They go stabby stabby. They're usually rather short, small, concealable, and yet deadly nonetheless. Oh yeah, nice thinking, Mr. Edgeworth. Have you ever seen a spoon sharpened into a knife? Trust me, you don't want to. Or maybe you do, it could be rather interesting. Now I kind of want to play that prison escape game. What was it called? The Escapist. I want to play more of that. That game was fun. What was the murder weapon? And where has it gone? The answers to these questions may be the keys to figuring out what happened here. Didn't know the guy had a whole entourage. Excusez-moi, but this is the scene of the crime, right? If not for the afro, I almost feel like he'd be calling someone Daddy-O, but I'm also rewatching Dimension 20. And so I'm starting it with Fantasy High, and Johnny Spell said that a lot, so, you know. Yo, wait a second. Are you? No way. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow, red jacket, big old cravat. Mr. Fender, it has been far too long. I know, right? But even after all this time, I know that deep brow anywhere. And that neckwear, obs. Manfred von Karma, the man, the legend. Gotta say, I didn't expect to see you here. Please do not ever call me by that name again.
Hold it! What are you talking about, pal? This is Mr. Edgeworth, not that old lying fucking geezer who made false evidence!
Detective, please. Edgeworth! Wow! Yes, that explains the fresh face. Can't blame a guy for mixing you two up, though. You're the splitting image of the old devil in his old days. In his day.
I was also thinking his first name is Off. Or Of. But I don't know. Something of that nature.
Why, so you haven't changed. How many years has it been? Man, good question. I lose count, eh? Been away traveling so long I lost track. You know how it is. But you know what I do remember? You betraying everything you were supposed to stand for.
Okay, hold on. The fuck you talking about? Are we talking about the end of Phoenix Wright 1? When... Whoa, where did that come from? And who are you anyway?
This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney.
Ooh. Ed Fender. Ed Fender. Eddie Fender. Oh, he's a defender. God damn it. Eddie Fender. Say it a few more times out loud if you need to. I hate when the names in this game, in these Ace Attorney games, are just that clever. It's like, god damn it. It just feels like a bad pun, but I love bad puns, so.
He's a defense attorney. Enchanté, as they say. Fender's the name and defendant's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney.
Also, guess what? Guess what? We found Ace Attorney number, whatever number this is. We had Phoenix. There's Miles now, technically. We had Apollo, Athena, now this guy. I'm going to count all of them. I'm not counting the other prosecutors that we've met, even if they are technically Ace Attorneys. We've never played as them, so it doesn't count.
Detective Dick Gumshoe!
And I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. I'm on sabbatical at the moment, though.
A great thief! Wow, that's so romantic. Très chic, if you will.
Right? It's nice to finally meet someone who gets it. I'm looking to expand the franchise, actually. I even made signing up super simple.
Sounds awesome. I'd love to come hang with you guys if you'll have me.
Sorry, I should have also mentioned that it's girls only. It has to be super fun and super cool and...
Yeah, I totally get it. No hard feelings, yeah? Come on, bring it in.
You're like 3 times my age. Twice my age, whatever. You've got to be kidding.
My bad, my bad. I was so used to how they do things elsewhere, you know? And why are you here, Mr. Fender? Whoops, almost forgot this is your scene. Keeping the defense out is strategy number 1 in the Von Karma playbook, after all, isn't it?
Hold it! Hey, quit it with all the Von Karma stuff, pal! What gives?
Detective, calm yourself. His attitude is, unfortunately, understandable.
It is?
I take it you are Mr. Knight's attorney? Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, I was supposed to be anyway. So he was planning to represent Knight, and his client had been murdered. He and I would have faced off against each other in court. I'd better see what he has to say for himself.
Everyone is entitled to an attorney. That's what he has to say to himself, for himself.
So the victim asked you to represent him? Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today, and as was I. But a guard showed up instead, and told us that his body had been found. I was bummed about it as you. Even brought him some weenies to cheer him up. Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into the prison. Oh yeah. Well, it's here now. Want some? Little vice I picked up on my travels, so Moorish. No, thank you. Fine, you do you. What are you doing here anyway? Don't tell me you wanted to hear Knight's side. Von Karma was always more of a convicted defendant at all costs, guys. He didn't teach you that. That was a long time ago. If you say so. Sure you don't want any weenies? No! Thank you. But, Kay, Gumshoe, help yourself, I suppose. Just make sure they're not poisoned or something. Why would he poison them? I don't know. I'm a cautious, paranoid man. What do you expect from me? Have you met with your client previously? Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxer called me the minute he was arrested. Sounded real freaked out, man. Oh yeah, mentioned your little performance, too. According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself. And not a kind word was spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all that. Boy, did he not like you. Trash talk you something fierce. Can't say I didn't join in the fun, though. Fun? How dare you, Mr. Fender? Lighten up, kid. Kind of a fixture in the visitor's room here. I don't think I ever had that much of a gas. There we go, that sounded much better. Oh, so you come here a lot? Hey, don't go getting the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars. Just happen to know someone who is. The visitor room is usually where I'm at, but this isn't exactly my first time in the clink either. In which case, I'd better ask him what he knows about this room. Tell me, what do you know about the scene of the crime? Oh, this room? No, dude. What do you know about it? I'll give you 3 choices. Is it a recreation room? Whoa! I don't even want to know how you spend your spare time, Edgeworth. Kinky. But I guess there's plenty here you could play with if you used your imagination. Probs. Now, let's see what the answer key has to say, shall we? Oh no, you got it wrong. This is actually a workshop. So all the options he gave me were wrong. How infantile. The cons come here to perform various duties. They can learn new skills too. Bank some qualifications for when they're back on the street, assuming any place will ever hire a felon. Which, they don't. I see. And how was access to this room controlled? Who has the key? Chill out, Edgeworth. I don't have all the answers. My man over there probably does, though. Right, compadre? Yes, sir. The workshops aren't locked with physical keys. Their doors are fitted with sensors instead. What kind of sensors? Inmates are issued with special bracelets, sir. When they walk through a workshop door, the sensor checks the bracelet. And if they're not supposed to be there, ding-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sounds. If they let it ring for too long, then bzzz, they get a real shock, if you know what I mean. And if they try to break or remove the bracelet, bzzz, a shock 3 times worse than that. What? Oh, that's brutal. I guess they need to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, but that sounds a bit excessive. And if they wish to pass through a door like this one, prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. We disable the sensor for them and let them in. You get all that? Have any prisoners used this workshop today? No, sir. No one's been in here for days. I know they had. So no prisoners have entered, let alone used this workshop today. Was there ever a power outage for, say, 10, 20, 5 minutes, maybe? I was going to say 10, 20 seconds, maybe 5 minutes. Which means there's a contradiction in the crime scene. Okay, can we, fully remove the tarp to see if his leg's been cut off? There's a lot of blood there. And we can't see that he has an ankle bracelet on his left leg. So if we check the right leg and we see that it's gone, I feel like that might tell us something. What do y'all think? Chopped off leg. Chopped off leg. Chopped off leg. And namely, there's something here that shouldn't be. I'll take another quick look at the crime scene and employ my powers of deduction to solve the mystery. I must scour the scene. I mean, he shouldn't be here at all, but could this be related to the evidence somehow? Okay, apparently it didn't want me to pick just anywhere on this man. Alright, fine, calm yourselves. We'll try his face. How's that? So you just go right up onto the face. But he's not wearing a bracelet. Oh, wait. maybe that's the point. Why must you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? I feel like I'm doing something rather smart and clever and correct. And you're saying no? What do you mean it was the glove? Prisoners aren't able to come and go from this workshop as they please. The door sensor would detect their bracelets and the alarm would sound. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet, here we have a rubber glove, of the kind issued to inmates. This is a clear contradiction.
So, where did the glove come from, sir?
I don't know, Detective. Not yet, anyway. Let's look at the ceiling, see if there's a vent. Nope, no alien-type situation here. All I know for now is that the glove is a valuable piece of evidence. I mean, also the fact that... Actually, he shouldn't have a... Actually, wait. I just realized... unfortunately, because it's rubber, it probably wouldn't leave fingerprints. The material that it is wouldn't necessarily leave fingerprints. But also, so many people use those gloves, there'd be too many fingerprints, and you would never be able to find out who it was. Does that make sense? Like, if like half the inmates in this prison have ever used gloves, there's a chance that at least that a lot of them have used the same gloves. You, apart from prisoners and guards, who else has access to this room? Also, just realized that Knight wasn't a prisoner, so he wouldn't have, Yeah, but it's probably a temporary thing. They're probably not issued it permanently. Yes, they're issued it temporarily. It's probably on loan. But also, again, because of I don't know how well these rubber gloves will hold fingerprints. My guess is not very well. Who else has access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison after all. Prisoners and guards are pretty much all there is here. Like, this guy's from the holding cells. He shouldn't even have a bracelet, so it's like, I can understand him getting in here, but I don't know how he got into the prison itself. Now that I think about it, he probably does still have his leg. There'd be no reason to take it off, but... Mr. Fender? Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know that's not true. You know as well as I do that prisoners and guards aren't the only ones who can come in here. Oh, do you mean... But sir, they're... Mr. Fender, would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about? What, you don't have a pair of peepers in that hard head of yours? You didn't see them on the way in? Wandering about in the corridors, chilling with their buds? I bet if you mosey down out that door right now, you'd trip over one of them before you taken a step.
Listen, pal, we've had just about enough of your baloney.
Take a chill pill, big guy. I'm on your side. You know, for such a wide fellow, you have a very narrow mind.
What did you...
Detective.
Sorry, sir.
Look, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing, isn't that what they say? We're gonna see a dog. Dougie. But are you going to tell me that a doggy did a murder? For the rest of this game? Aw. I wanted to figure out for myself whether or not he was gonna be a murderer. This is no ordinary slammer. Here, the humans share their space with some special friends. Never mind, it's not just dogs. Do you know how dangerous monkeys are? That thing's gonna kill someone. It's a little pony. And a cute little bunny rabbit. I'm surprised the bunny rabbit hasn't died of a heart attack yet. Little cat, of course, Biscuit. Oh, you're sleepy baby. My sleepy baby. And of course, a cute little pig. I want to give it a cowboy hat. Animals? Yep, bird and feathered fellows of all shapes and sizes. Guard filled me on how it came about. Seems they decided to try a little experiment in animal therapy a few years back. The cons are assigned a critter each, a buddy to help keep their spirits up. Really? Wow, that sounds like so much fun! Plus, inmates can even earn pet care qualifications if they go through some job training with the animals. Oh yeah, no, that's probably a baby pig. There's no way in hell that's an adult pig. That thing is a baby. I think it's tiny, or it's probably a small. I mean, that's like biscuit-sized cat. Oh, that must be what all the equipment in the workshop is for. You got it. Room set up specially for that training stuff.
So, when you said somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime...
Exactamundo, big guy. I was talking about these guys.
That means you're still talking baloney! No offense, pig. What would an animal do with a rubber glove?
Good question. All I'm saying is that it was possible. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, if you want me to arrest this piece of baloney, just say the word!
But what if it's a child? What if it's a baby? Then it'd be even more dangerous. But also, it's fine, Shh, it's okay. Shh, just ignore it. They wouldn't have the red face if it was a baby. Interesting. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. Let me get this straight. Are you saying these animals can wander freely around the prison? You know those sensors on the doors? They detect the prisoner's bracelets and sound the alarm when somebody goes walkabout. Well, for our furry friend, it's the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open doors right up.
They are?
Mm-hmm. They're implanted just under the skin and around the shoulders. Big needle, quick jab, and voila.
What? Doesn't it hurt?
Nope. They don't feel a thing. That's what they tell me anyway. Now, where was I? Alright. So the point is, they're not the baddies here, so there's no reason to punish them. It's ironic, really. Here in this institution, where the humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content. Okay, so basically, the idea is that one of the animals was probably just like holding the glove in their mouth, and they walked in and dropped it in the pool of blood just by pure happenstance. In other words, there's no telling. They're not completely free, though. They can't leave the prison proper, for one thing. No sensor on that big mother of a door out, you see. Ah. What's that tinkling sound?
Sir?
Oh, look at the puppy! Look at the big doggy! Oh, look at him! Oh, look at all the folds! Oh, I want to give him so many scratches! I want to play with his fat folds. Look at him. Oh my god. Just look at that thing. There's a bell around its neck. That explains the sound, I suppose. Edgeworth, are you having a stare down with a dog? We're fine.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you seriously trying to stare it down?
I refuse to lose to a dog. Okay, I was making a joke.
Not for nothing, sir, but your dog handling skills could use some work. Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat them right. Come on now, come to Gummy. And off he goes. Oh, man. Ignored by a dog.
The dog was certainly very different to the other animals. And it seemed to have a real thing against me, and only me. Alrighty then, you've met the menagerie. What's next?
Guess we better interview some witnesses, right, sir?
Indeed. We need more information regarding what was happening around the time the body was found. Is there a parrot anywhere I can talk to? I've seen this before, don't worry. In court, in real life, I've seen a parrot being a wonderful witness.
Let's start with that guy! Hey, you there in the cell! Ignored again.
Hello. We're wondering if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy? Not a big talker, huh? That's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Let's start off with a handshake, huh? Maybe a hug to break the ice? Seconds out. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's the hugging type. I'm cool with that.
Polar bear!
Oh my god! Round 1, 10 reps each. What is this man up to? Let's see what he has to say for himself. Your name? From the blue corner, it's Rocco D259 Carcerado. Carcerado, okay. Don't mind if I keep moving, do you, boss? The fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? Doesn't look like there's a danger to that. Don't you worry, you won't lose too much weight doing that. Gotta make weight before a fight, boss. Won't even make it into the ring if you don't.
So wait, I get it. You gotta be a boxer, right?
Was, back in the day. But it's good to stay fighting fit. At least ways, that's how I see it.
So is the bear part of your training too? Looks kinda like an apron. So cute.
Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. Kid's my partner, see? This here polar bear keeps me on my toes. He seems to have loosened up a little. Now's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss, I ain't no stoolie, and I don't know nothing nohow. I'll be the judge of that. Please answer the question. You punch drunk or something, boss? I told you, I don't know zip. So we won't play ball.
Guess there's only one thing to do, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed, the more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am that he's hiding something. Or, just the law of the prison. You ain't seen shit, you ain't heard shit. Understand? No snitches here. Alright, let's see exactly what you do and don't know, shall we, Mr. Carcerado? Hey man, whatever floats your boat. Oh good, we're playing chess. Now let us analyze the state of play. He adopts a balking stance when he's on high alert. Exactly. You ain't heard shit, you ain't seen shit. My guess that things won't go well if I push too hard at such moments. When my opponent's on the offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, let's see if our friend here knows anything about the incident. I'll start by asking about his movements, and bring this fight to an end before we knows what hit him. Mind chess, commence! Why don't you start by telling me what you've done today? You will answer me, Mr. Carcerado. What? You want a shot at the champ? Is that it? Then put him up, pal! Throwing in the towel already? That's gotta be a record. Fisticuffs is hardly my style, but I'm more than happy to take you on in a game of chess. Incidentally, don't you get tired ducking and diving like that all the time? You think I don't got the stamina, kid? Oh, just you try me. I ain't tired. Not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Having some quiet cell time, hardly broke a sweat. Really? You look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? I'm done talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah, real tired. You may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerado, but I'm afraid you're lying. Needs quite a bit of work. Tired? Really? I hardly think that's possible, especially not after you told me about your quiet cell time this morning. Hey, what can I tell you, man? I got the ADHD. If I don't get enough stimulation, I conk right the fuck out. Like, I can be tired for like 3 days straight and have wonderful sleep every night. Alright, that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. Fuck you, man. That's real harsh. Gotta be careful here, Teddy. When the guy lands, he lands. I love that bear. I love the bear just clinging to his chest. That's so good. He's hiding something, I'm sure of it. Try asking him about what was happening at the time of the incident, both in and outside his cell. I want you to use my fist in the next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? What do you mean, strange? Haven't you noticed yet? Your back's into a corner here. Get a load of this guy, Teddy. Thinks he's got the champ on the back foot. Guess I better knock some sense into him. Curses, I really should have picked my words more wisely. Since he walked up, yes, I know, but he was like arms down. He was fine. Yeah. Do you remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Z's. We both was. The incident happened only a short while ago. You seem wide awake, all things considered. Fighter's gotta be able to get up quick when he's down, but he needs his beauty sleep too. Builds muscle. Is that so? Then I apologize for waking you. I have heard rest is an important part of any boxer's training regime. You don't say. So Mr. Prosecutor's savvy when it comes to the fight game, huh? Who knew? Interesting. How do you know I'm prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out here in the corridor, which means you went to sleep, and that you were lying. Again. You're a good kid. Caught me clean with that one. Alright, I admit it. I wasn't catching no Z's. But what? Guy can't work out in his cell no more without lawyers getting involved? Or is the man taking care of himself a crime now? The fact that we know he was awake is an important development. It could well prove to be a useful clue. Did you notice anything strange? We already talked about this. Let's buy time. Get the heck out of the ring if you're not gonna fight. Okay. Rude. Ugh. Answer the question. Tell me what was going on around that time. I'm amazed at that. Wish I could help you, boss. But I was asleep. We both was. Time to deploy my clue. Enough of your barefaced lies. You went to sleep. You were exercising. You told me as much yourself. A counterpunch, huh? Should have seen that one coming. It seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Costerato. It's time to come clean about what you know. Alright. Don't gotta shout about it. Stomping around like you own the place. Teddy and his pals have been scared enough this morning already. You've done well to endure this long, but I fear you'll soon be out for the count. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it, Mr. Costerato? Quit it, will ya? I'm getting shellacked here. Fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud, real scared. Got all the little guys scared, too. Yeah, laugh it up, Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Checkmate. Mind chess, checkmate. My victory once again. I think we've now established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Fine, I'll talk.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun. Hey, can we call a timeout here for a sec, guys? There's something super big I need to say. It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today after all these years, Edgeworth. And it's a real privilege watching how you work. Eye-opening stuff, in fact. Just thought you should know, I'll be telling you know who you've become.
Who know who?
Came to get the lowdown, huh? Well, hold it! That's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay. Whoa, don't have a cow, man! Why so sensitive? Report whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time. Whatever you say, boss man, but I think he should know, at least. He who?
Are we talking about the boyfriend, Phoenix Wright? Or are we talking about someone else?
You know, how you've been living your life since you signed on to doing things the Von Karma way. After all, you've disappointed him enough for one lifetime already, am I right?
What's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Nothing that need concern you, Kay, until later in this game when we will absolutely learn all of my dirty secrets. Our focus should be on Mr. Costerato. Now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. You won't land a glove on me, kid. There was a show. Finished right around 10 a.m. Come back here after, did me some training. Leastways, I tried to. Barely got to the count of 2 before somebody screamed, "What the? Ah!" Guy was hollering and howling, crying for help. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tunes it out and I gets back to work. I find it curious that you'd pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I say, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. Don't nobody think nobody for getting involved with ain't none of their concern. I hear you, brother. Best you could do is rubberneck from in there anyway, am I right? You mentioned training, Mr. Carsonato. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's a guy, the fixer they call him. What's a fixer? But looking who can get his hand on just about anything you need, for a price. No way. Maybe we can find out perhaps, Mr. Carsonato, what you ought to ask for as a beginner's guide to giving better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in 1. You? Putting me down? Try it, you bum! What am I? Chop liver?
Hold it!
What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring 'em in from outside, see. Singers, dancers, all kinds. Gives us cons a little something to look forward to. Nice, that sounds like fun. And you went along to see today's show? Sure I did. Can't miss a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world, now can I? Then it was over.
Hold it!
What did this training involve? Oh, let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm work, which means jump rope. What? In that tiny cell? How? And what about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous for him? Kid's no dummy. Second I get my rope up, he jumps up and holds on tight. If you jump rope with a polar bear clinging to your chest, told you, didn't I? We're partners. And besides, a little extra weight's good for me. I'm gonna get real swole holding on to this 50-pound baby right here. Or he's holding on to me, but still. Anyway, I started jumping rope.
Hold it!
But tell us more about the scream you heard. It was the scream of a guy about to scream his last, and I should know. Oh, there, good buddy. It's a time and place, you know, so it was clearly audible. Guy backed into a corner, fighting for his life. You ever heard something like that, boss? Well, I have, and yeah, it was clearly audible. Wait, but presumably Knight died instantaneously, right? Based on our investigation earlier? The stab to the neck killed him immediately. He wouldn't have had time to cry for help.
Hold it!
And that's all you heard? There was nothing else? Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell me. Oh, I do, huh? Why don't you come on over here and see if I can make you squeal like he did? Whoa, 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 whoa. Forgive the kid here. He doesn't know when to quit. Come on, Miles. Apologize to the good man. This is clearly important, and he insists on remaining infuriatingly vague. Look, friend, how about you let this slide, please? For me? So yeah, I heard the voice, like I said. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tunes it out and I get back to work. Killed instantly.
Hold it!
Might as well press him one more time and then we'll... If you were able to concentrate on your training, even after hearing all that screaming... Look, if we was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I'd have seen what I could do. But this ain't the outside. I can't go no place, even if I want to. And you didn't think to slip out from your cell to go sneak a peek? I don't think anybody else would have thought of doing that except for you, Kay. If only this wasn't a prison, Mr. Knight might have lived. I somehow doubted. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him. What? But if somebody could have just gotten to him in time... Mr. Carsonato is clearly lying. What I don't understand is why. Let's see what I can uncover by pointing out the contradiction in his testimony.
Objection!
Are you listening carefully, Mr. Carsonato? Huh? You trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. We had neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. He said there was? Quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright. But the guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell? You mean... Oh my god, there is a parrot here. I was joking. What do you want? I heard a scream, what of it? Came back from the show and they put us in our cell, same as always. And then just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream. A real scary one. Scary how, exactly? Didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it was kind of like... Hey! Someone, anyone, come quickly! He's... Something like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed, it sounds more likely to have been the person who found his body. Ah, that explains it. So Mr. Carcerato was telling the truth. More or less. Is that really the case, though? Are there really no problems now with this testimony? Mr. Carcerato's testimony doesn't appear to have any further issues. You sure about that? Yes. Then riddle me this. If Carcerato's neighbor heard the scream, how come Carcerato himself didn't hear it too? Bit of a conundrum too. I should have thought of that. From the computer list, hi Kayla, how you doing? What the hell happened? Why are you computerless? But Mr. Etchworth, I thought we cleared all that up already. I'm afraid a new problem has reared its head, and namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Carcerato?
Yeah, what gives, pal? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day?
What do you think, I did the crime or something, huh? From inside of this here cell? Guy died over in the workshop in case you forgot.
Well, yeah, it does seem a little weird now that you mention it.
He's right. Neither of us could have done it. Because let me tell you, if I could get out of this here cage and murder someone, you'd all be toast. Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us can help it. For 2 weeks. Ew. Good luck. Hope that goes well. Hope you get it back in less than 2 weeks. I almost forgot that these Minahan criminals. Crimbles. Well, I won't be doing that again anytime soon. I'm guessing this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth. What's my next move here? I want to get much more out of them in this state. Overruled? Who said that?
Who's there?
Who the hell are you? And who the hell are you? Order in the court. Oh, look, it's a new judge. Who died and you made the boss of Mia, huh? Can't you see we're kind of busy here? Hush now. Silence is golden. It is. Your hand, if you please. By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be. A simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the goddess of justice watch over you, now and always. God, if you would. Ooh-woo and all that. If you would ooh-woo and all that. I'm hydrating and posturing, thank you, Maya. Hello, how are you doing today? I was like, you'll be spending the night in solitary, buddy. What? Come on, please, boss. Any place but there. Solitary is cruel and unusual and inhumane treatment. That shit's fucked up. It honestly should be incredibly illegal, but it's not. There is no need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. It is awesome. Wait, is that a new thing? Or do they, or are loopholes found to make it a thing anyways? Ready for the day to be over? What a mood. I was lucky in that I didn't have to work today, so I just kind of vibed out and continued playing Unicorn Overlord. It is literally cruel and unusual. Okay. But again, I still feel like that doesn't answer the question of, is that a new thing that's like been passed or whatever? Because I'm pretty sure that solitary confinement was a thing in the US for a long time, if it's not still is. Let's see here. Profound negative effects. While corrections of physical state of exalt is a necessary tool. Blah, blah, blah. Organization have criticized the practice. Nelson Mandela describes something as the most forbidding aspect of prison life. It's still legal. Okay. So that's what I was saying. It is cruel and unusual punishment, but it is still legal, even though it shouldn't be. Tomorrow starts your vacation? Oh god, a vacation sounds so good. Or just a new job in general. If anyone knows a good remote job, let me know. Anyways. Battery was faulty? Oof. Rough. Europe? No. United States. More than 20% of individuals in prisons and 18 in local jails are placed in solitary on... Ugh. Only banning it for certain people. Introduced the In Solitary Confinement Act in 2023. The bill would also blah blah, but I guess it hasn't finished yet because it doesn't say if it's been passed or whatever. Solitary, it sucks. I already found someone I don't like, and it's like, okay, I kind of like your aesthetically, you look cool, but you just sent this guy to solitary for basically no reason? Oof. Not good. Oh, goddess of justice, bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh, Holy One, we give thanks in your name. You're also the very kind of religious... Ugh. And you are. Verity Gavel, at your service. Gavel. I assume it's Gavel, at your service. It is my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law. I'm pretty sure judges don't have the power to arbitrarily send people to solitary. And what is a judge doing in a place like this? Since you ask, Mr. Edgeworth, I have been sent here to find you. I am bearing a message from the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, and it is my sacred duty to deliver it. The Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that, and why is it such a mouthful? It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. For it is a sacred phrase from the Goddess of Justice herself. I'll not fill you in, kiddo. The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job it is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest. Yeah, great fucking job that they do. Great fucking job that they did with fucking goddamn Manfred von Karma. In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line. The panel is comprised of people from both the legal and political professions. A panel of which you are a member, I assume? I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service. Thanks for coming to see us like that. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to have you. It's always great to hang with a judicial compadre. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here. Overruled. Need I remind you, the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association. Which, I'm pretty sure the bar, you still need to pass the bar to become a prosecutor, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's not just defense attorneys that need a license to practice law, so do prosecutors. You're also lawyers. Like, you don't, like, in this game, they don't call them lawyers, but they're still lawyers. That's how it works. Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay? So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be to the Goddess of Justice for bestowing her gift of insight into you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases, and should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate the prosecutor's badge.
And what is the committee for prosecutory whatever you said want, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in the middle of investigation here.
Objection! Who's this kid? Come on. Oh, look, you some kind of conductor guy? Pitiful. You really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus. This guy shows up, and immediately the music says, don't take him seriously. The music is telling me not to take you seriously.
And who are you, pal?
Eustace Winner, a prosecutor extraordinaire. Although you might know me as just Lee Winner, a name they call me down at the prosecutor's office. With great affection, I might add. I have never heard of you. In my entire life. And how about Detective Flatfoot over there?
Nope. Name means nothing to me.
Well, it's to be expected of an ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say. Or I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you. Oh, he is a conductor. That's the joke. That's what I was thinking with that baton, but now he's just kind of proving it. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Apparently they're on a 3 beat. Or on a 3 note beat, whatever it's called.
My friends are my power.
Yeah, me and my friends are all ready to beat this dork ass into the ground because we don't know who he is. He has a question mark on his head. Sir, your head is a question mark. Ignorance is bliss when I don't think sweet nothings means what you think it means. It is entirely natural we aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us just last month. So he's nothing but a rookie. I'm not just any rookie, I am a winning rookie. Because I only cared about winning. You know that thing that you used to care about. You and Manfred von Karma, you would do anything to win. Which, you know, not a good thing. As we've already established in other Phoenix Wright games. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. Now, let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. What do you mean? What mess? I fear I know exactly what he means. The committee is sending an envoy with a new prosecutor in tow. I suspect I know what you're getting at, Winner. But I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gabelle? Very well. By the power vested in me by the Goddess of Justice, and also the state, I hereby declare that in the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties and replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. I'm sorry, excuse me? In the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the matter of Bronco Knight, Edgeworth is replaced by Prosecutor... Why? For what goddamn fucking reason? Where did you get a place to smack the gavel down? Hold on. Overruled! I overrule you. Yes, I can do that. I have the power vested in me by the gods of fuck you. By the power of Uno Reverse, I say overruled. I just realized something. I just realized that the Uno Reverse card really is just saying overruled. No. Or at least in meme format. No, you.
What? Mr. Edgeworth is off the case? Just like that?
Judge Gabel, I believe I asked for an explanation. No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in, the goddess has spoken, and her judgment is final. I don't think I need to explain this to you, but I'm pretty sure that a goddess wasn't the one who made this decision, but 11 humans, yourself included. And what exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case? Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to questioning. Excuse you, I had express permission from both the chief prosecutor and also the president himself.
You were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident.
Holy shit, it's a hammer!
You vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it an abuse of power would be no understatement.
I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules are concerned, but there's also no denying that certain risks must be taken if one to arrive at the truth. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate. I overrule your sentencing.
Well, I overrule your overruling. Then what you are saying is that the ends justify the means, that rules can be freely ignored. That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute. It is not to be bent to your whims.
Hey, where the fuck were you with A, Manfred von fucking Karma, B, so many other prosecutors, and C, in the Apollo in fucking Dual Destinies? When, you know, there was literally a teacher, a prosecution teacher, who was all about the ends justify the means, and you didn't give a shit about anything? Where were you when this motherfucker was out here teaching students?
Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do. Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing. When a trial ends, the hammer falls. Be you defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done.
I mean, yes, actually there is something that's going to be done. It's called an appeal. Like, literally, that's... Have you never heard of a motherfucking appeal? I'm gonna take this to a higher court. That's not you. Because I'm pretty sure you only rule over this particular city and or district or region. You're the district Supreme Court? Alright, I'll take it to the state Supreme Court. Fuck you.
Unless you wish to appeal. To do so would be to risk your badge, of course.
Okay, so, you know, I said appeal, she said appeal. You know, cool, we're in agreement.
Let's do that. So they mean to take my badge if I don't play along. Whoa, tough break, Edgeworth. I see you've accepted your fate.
Good.
Guards, if you'd be so kind as to escort him out.
I hate all of you. I'm gonna beat your... No! Stop!
What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge here now, so you'll do as I say and move out of the way.
What? You're not the boss of me!
Unluckily for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am. Holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance.
Bye, Maya. Hope work goes well for you. We'll see you later.
Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winter says.
But sir...
Judge Gavelle. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. The committee's decision is beyond irrational, so yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last from this. Duly noted. Until we meet again, then. Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. Right.
Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all of this.
Who? Who? Tell me who! I need a name! I want a name! His dad's dead. His adopted dad is an asshole who's in prison. His boyfriend is somewhere doing something. I don't know where he's at the moment. I don't know who other he you could be talking about. I'm all out of ideas. March 28th, 9:45 a.m. Hi, prosecutor's office. Room 1202. Ugh, I still can't believe what happened yesterday. It was terrible, the way those two treated you. And again, I had permission I was told by the chief prosecutor to be there. Or someone brought me in and said, hey, you do this. I was like, okay, I'll do this. And then the president, I was like, may I have permission to do this? And he was like, you know what, sure, go ahead. So I did it. There was nothing untoward anywhere. Fuck both of you.
Judge Cavell and Mr. Winner certainly didn't mince their words, but that's not what concerns me right now. I'm more worried about the committee's reasons for doing what they did. And what they might do next. I suspect it won't be good.
Earth to Mr. Edgeworth! Are you listening to me?
Yes, of course.
So this is it? You're giving up on the Bronco Knight case?
No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from the case would be to tacitly accept the committee's decision. The only problem is that I don't have the authority to continue investigating.
We have a phone call. Who's it from?
Yes, what is it, Detective?
I've got some bad news, sir. We're down to the precinct they just arrested somebody for Knight's murder.
What? Do you know who it is?
No, but I heard they're being held in the detention center. Maybe you go talk to whoever it is?
Good idea. Let's get down there, Mr. Edgeworth. You will have the authority to investigate. Surely I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. Alright, we're on our way.
Me too. I'll see you there, sir.
But won't you be missed, Detective?
No, everyone's busy in the prison going over the crime scene anyway.
Good, then we'll see you shortly.
Yes, sir.
If they arrested the dog, I'm gonna be upset. Don't you dare arrest the dog. I also don't know how. You know what? It wouldn't be the first time that they tried. Actually, no, this would be the first time they tried to arrest an animal, because the second time was with the goddamn orca. Technically, that happens later. Technically, that hasn't happened yet. Second time for us, but this is the first time for them. 10:23 a.m. Tenson Center, visitor's room. Oh god, not again. Still no sign of them, huh?
Indeed.
Wait, this is just like last time.
Please don't tempt fate like that.
I can't. I just can't.
Sure you can. I told you, just a pair of visitors.
Sounds like someone really doesn't want to see us. Who the hell are you?
No. Let's talk with them, please.
Oh no, but one of them's a prosecutor, right? Aren't they all super scary? All you do is stare at you, right into your soul.
Oh, you must be the suspect.
See, I told you.
Okay, why is this man so flustered?
Probably because you're being you.
But I guess that's just how you are. Thanks for clearing up absolutely nothing.
Hey, Mr. Suspect, you doing okay in there? We just want to have a little chat with you. No biggie, right? Who are you? I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick.
Yeah, just a part-time gig I'm doing while I take a break from my real job, though. Funny, I don't recall ever employing you.
And that's Mr. Edgeworth. He is a prosecutor, but he's not going to stare a hole into your soul or anything.
Oh, please.
Really? Really?
Really? Anyway, can you first please tell us your name?
It's Saint. Simeon Saint.
Well, nice to meet you, Simeon. You can call me Kay. Everyone else does. Prosecutor Mars Edgeworth, I would like to ask you a few questions, if I may. Please, Simeon, we're trying to help you. I promise, and we're definitely not trying to do a good cop, bad cop thing doing here. Like, it's kind of how it looks like, but I think that's just your interpretation of things.
Really?
It's okay. It sounds like we might finally get some answers, at least. Perhaps you could start by telling us a little about yourself.
Oh, me? But why would anyone want to know anything about me? I'm boring. I'm nothing. I'm a nobody.
Do you have a job?
Oh, well, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everybody else, honest.
It's going to take a while. About you and Mr. Knight. And just when I thought we were making progress. Okay.
So, Simeon, did you know Mr. Knight? Come on, you can tell me. Bronco? Yeah, I knew him. We were friends.
Interesting. I wonder if he knew that Knight had been arrested.
And, did you
know Mr. Knight had been arrested?
Yeah, I even came to visit him.
You came to see Knight. I wonder when that would have been. And when was that, Simeon?
It was the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. I came as soon as I got the call from the cops.
The police called him? Why?
How come the police called you? Well, they said Bronco asked them to, that he needed a favor.
A favor?
He wanted me to bring him his chess set, the pocket-sized one. So I went by his place, and then I came here.
A chess set? A chess set?
But wait, hold on. Wasn't Knight like a bodyguard for the president of Zhangfa? Why does he have a place here, of all places?
What do you mean he has his place is here when he's a bodyguard for someone in Zhangfa? And presumably he was in Zhangfa for a long time. Is it just me, or is she getting better at stealing my thoughts?
Okay, so you weren't telling her slyly and those were whispering. You were just straight up thinking it, and she was asking the questions for you. She's getting good at this.
Congratulations, Kay. You might make a good prosecutor one day. Or good at skirting them. You do know everything you think is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, I'm not a mind reader, just an expression reader. Amazing, right? Don't you just love having a sidekick as helpful as me? And have you read what my next move is going to be?
I sure have.
There's something you want to show Simeon. Indeed, let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it. So, this chess set.
Oh, that's the one I brought for Bronco.
Well, that settles that, at least. Well, we, found it next to Mr. Knight.
He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he...
Simeon, you and Mr. Knight, you were very close, weren't you?
Yeah, we were best friends. At least, I thought we were. But I guess I was wrong about that.
What do you mean?
I knew him so well. It was just such a shock for me to find out he killed someone.
It's not easy discovering that someone you're close to has committed a terrible crime. But also, this is not completely unusual. Many people who are close to the killer, to the murderer, are not quite ready to accept it immediately. It is a distressing thing. They're very good at covering up the fact that they are capable of murder, and especially when it's their first time. It's a very bitter pill to swallow, indeed.
How could it all end like this? I could never have imagined something so awful.
Something's not right here, Mr. Edgeworth. There's just no way Simeon murdered Mr. Knight. Yes, he certainly doesn't seem to have an obvious motive. And then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. Or maybe he was, because... Welcome to Ace Attorney. I wonder what grounds they had for doing so. Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint? I just don't get it. Why would you talk to me?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Well, he answered you, Mr. Edgeworth. I guess he's not scared of you anymore.
Thank goodness for small miracles.
The cops burst into my house this morning out of nowhere. Did they have a warrant? Did they have a warrant? If they didn't have a warrant, they can't do anything. And before I knew it, I was here.
These policemen, was there a prosecutor with them?
Yeah, some kid named DeWinter or something.
The rookie, I thought as much.
So, did they interrogate you yet? What? I'm going to be interrogated? By the cops? Don't speak without a lawyer present.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now.
No. Oh, the detectives shout at me and threaten me, and there are always these hulking guys, right? Who get in your face and force you to, Detective Dick Gumshoe reporting for duty! See? I told you. Please don't hurt me. Please don't crush me with those huge arms. No, please, I'm calling the cops.
What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, nothing, detective. You're all just being you. I guess it's just how you are.
I don't get it, sir.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, Simeon is clearly innocent, so there's gotta be something we can do for him, isn't there? Mrs. Saint.
Yes?
You were Mr. Knight's friend, and 2 days ago you came to visit him. You had nothing at all to do with his murder. Is my understanding correct?
Yes. I didn't kill anybody.
Very well, then I will choose to believe you, and I will do all that I can to assist you, despite the fact that I'm not a defense attorney, but I do know a few really good ones. Unfortunately, my favorite defense attorney, A, it's too embarrassing to ask him, and 2, I don't know where he is. He's always off doing something. I know a different one.
But why would you help a nobody like me?
Well, let's just say that I may not be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case.
That's right, it's payback time. We'll show those two whose investigation reigns supreme.
Oh yeah! Now we're cooking!
Unfortunately, I still lack the authority to conduct said investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited, and I'll need to lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. Which means you, Mr. Saint, your information will be invaluable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can't help one another out, shall we?
Oh, I just thought of something. Why don't you just borrow an attorney's badge? Then you can represent our pal here.
Now's not the time for jokes, Scummy. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecutor. He couldn't defend anyone if his life depended on it.
But I wasn't kidding, and also he's done it before. He did it before when Phoenix Wright fell off a bridge and was out of commission for like 3 days. Not because he was like in super danger. I think he just had a mild concussion, if I remember correctly. He was fine. He fell off a bridge into a ravine. Dude was fine. I don't know what the fuck is up with that guy. He's got a body made of steel. Dude's gonna get hit by a car in like 8 years. And all he does is sprain his fucking ankle. He's a monster. Actually, I guess that's why they call him Phoenix. How hard to injure him? I just thought helping suspects, that's what a defense attorney does, you know?
Sure, but we can do that too. The only thing that matters is that we find the real culprit in the end. So come on, let's go to work.
Yes, ma'am.
And once again, they go off without me. I'm sure you know already, but just to be clear, if our investigation ultimately proves you to be the culprit, we'll have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. But you needn't worry. I believe you. Or at least, I have decided to try. For now.
Which is exactly what every regular fucking ass attorney does. Although, actually, don't lie to your fucking attorney. Don't lie to your attorney. If you're guilty, just tell them your side of the story without admitting fault, and just like tell them the truth. Don't lie. Never lie to your attorney. Don't do it.
Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return. If nothing else, it might help you to feel a little less alone. Now, if you'll excuse me.
$11:22 a.m. Detention Center. Corridor. So, we talked a good game in there, but we can't even get back inside the main prison to see the scene of the crime.
Maybe defending the guy in court is our best bet after all.
Gummy! Can't defend for his life, remember? Oh, who do we have here? Are you Fender? Yep.
If it isn't Edgeworth and the gang, what are you cats doing here?
Listen, pal, if you've come to harass Mr. Edgeworth again, I'll...
Hey, easy there, Detective Flatfoot Sholmes. I'm here to work.
Sholmes? I think I read one of those books.
Is this where they get the idea? My brain, I have to accept in my brain is like, they wrote this line and they're like, we should make that reality. We should make a real Herlock Sholmes. And they did, because Great Ace Attorney happened. Work? What, you're here to defend somebody? Oh, the K-Meister Nelson in one! Aren't you just the uber-intelligent Tays, one of the bunch? Uber-intelligentes? I don't hear you use any of those words, Fender. Some may say I'm an easygoing old rogue about town, but I'm actually not a half-bad attorney. Which is why I've been summoned back to the old jail Rooney for a meeting with a new client. Suspect is one Simeon Sainsbury.
You mean Simeon Saint?
Wow, that's freaky. You know more about my job than I do.
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender's a defense attorney.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I fear I might be. In fact, it could be our only option, because the other defense attorney that I know and secretly love, and will never admit my love to, is not in town at the moment. Not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine. I managed to worm my way into the crime scene by agreeing to be a certain someone subordinate. That's what we did with Francisca a couple weeks, just over 2 weeks ago. Not an experience I ever wanted to repeat, but I fear I may have little choice. Fender, before you say another word, I just gotta point out the fine print. Eddie Fender doesn't take on associates. Say it ain't so, I hear you protesting, but pompous prosecutors are a no-go, especially those of the Von Karma variety. I should have known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I understand why you wouldn't want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things Von Karma. But please believe me when I say I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mentor's spell.
You better believe it, pal! Mr. Edgeworth's a changed man, thanks to Phoenix Wright!
Don't you ever say that name around me.
Why is your face as red as your coat now, sir?
I said don't ever say that name around me. Alright, honestly, I kind of want you to keep saying his name just to see how red he can get.
What, you mean Phoenix Wright?
What did I just say, Detective? Hey, you're right. Man's looking redder than a tomato. Alright, I'm out of here. You all have a good time.
Sure, he used to be the demon prosecutor, but he's not like that anymore.
I do have feelings, Detective.
Cummy's right. Mr. Edgeworth's one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor, he's a hero. He got me off the hook just last month.
You don't say. Well, that escalated quickly.
But he was. There's no other word for it. He was heroic. Great thiefly, even.
Please, Fender, don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye. I'm certain of it. I can't just walk away from this. I can't! Please, allow me to help you with this investigation. Sheesh. A bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. So enlighten me, if you will. What made the leopard change his spot?
Phoenix Wright!
Please stop saying the name. Well, I suppose I would have to say the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things, and met so many people there within its four walls, including some old friends who showed me a better way to be. How could that not change a person? Well, I'll be. The older you would have never buried his soul like that. That was beautiful, man. Come on, bring it in. Bring it in. I don't want a hug, thank you. You might have even surprised you-know-who, and you know how much that takes.
Okay, so I know you-know-who was in Phoenix Wright. Would have been nice, though, but I have no idea who it is.
Tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start again with a clean slate. So, this is me.
Edgeworth and Co. Law Offices. Eddie Fender, senior partner? Wait, isn't your dad dead?
Edgeworth? That's right. Mr. Fender here began his legal career as an assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? Your dad was a defense attorney? So the you-know-who Mr. Fender keeps talking about is...
The clever K-Meister nails in on one yet again. That's right, I was talking about his old man. I talk to his ghost constantly, like daily. Guess you all noticed I kept his name over the door, so to speak. Least I could do for old Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth. Miles. I'm going to level with you here. I don't trust you. Not fully, anyway. I can't just forget about all those years you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know? Anyone can say they've changed. I'm going to need you to prove it. And besides, you know it's what Gregory would have wanted. Very well, I accept. Okay, that's enough hardball for one day. Let's move on to the fun stuff. I hereby appoint you interim associate of Edgeworth & Co. Congrats, man. I will try not to let you down. Well, doesn't this bring a tear to the eye? A prodigal son coming on board at his late father's firm.
Permission to come on board too? Please, Mr. Fender.
You don't even have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the crew.
Woohoo! Thanks, Captain.
Alright, I guess it's time to go to work. So, where to begin? Any bright ideas, Miles? Where were we when we were so rudely interrupted? I believe we need to speak with the person who found the body. Just what I was thinking, eager associate. We do indeed. Still the type to smile and nod, I see. That'll certainly make my life easier, boss.
At least this one won't whip me constantly. Now that that's decided, let's get going.
What about me? I'm a detective. I can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys.
Here's a point. I can't leave him adrift all on his own, now can I? Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You want to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winner.
Well, but Edgeworth doesn't like the whipping. Other people might. And that's fine. If we like the winning, we like the whipping.
And if you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you are to notify me immediately. You're in a uniquely powerful position, Detective, and I'm going to need all the info you can pass our way.
You can count on me, sir. I'm a real pro when it comes to letting things slip to the defense, just as Phoenix Wright.
How many times are you going to say his name? How many?
As many times as it takes, sir.
Trust me, I know, but just this once, those loose lips of yours might be what saves our ship. Off he goes. Throw wide the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come.
I like the pony. I'm gonna pet the pony. And once again, there's a parrot on screen. Let me talk to the parrot. I see you. You know things, parrot.
So, any ideas how we tracked down whoever found the Bronxter's body, Miles? I think our best bet would be to simply ask around.
Oh, don't you dare! Oh, don't! Who the hell are you? What's with the coat? Are you the warden?
Who is this?
Excuse me, but oh my! Just look at you.
Are you talking to me?
I'm just fabulously chic, darling. Fabulously.
Your hair is so very au courant, don't you think? Enchanté, mademoiselle. Much obliged. Defense attorney Eddie Fender at your service. Let's get things off on the right foot, shall we? A little embrasseur, perhaps?
Oh,
I like the sound of that.
Right on the kisser. Alas, does one greet a new friend? A little smooch is entirely de rigueur, don't you think? I don't speak French. Wow, talk about stealing a kiss.
Indeed, an ex-host unless it puts even great thieves to shame.
Oh, look at the fox, it's so cute. Look at how cute. I think the fox likes it. Look at how happy that fox is.
A physical contact is so very important as a form of expression for our little family. Everyone in this lovely home will tell you as much. Hey, if everyone else is hip to that, I can be hip to that too, sure.
Fifi Lagarde, by the way, order of this charming abode. Oh, you may call me Fifi, of course. I knew she was the warden. Hopefully none of them.
Probably none of them. I'm just gonna say none of them. This could be fake fur that she's wearing. So she's the warden of the entire detention center and prison facility, is she? A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Lagarde. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I'm an associate with Mr. Fender's practice. I hope you don't mind me asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day, after all. Important in what way, exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps? A meeting? Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't think of anything worse. Everyone hates meetings, darling. They could easily just be emails. And oh, yesterday the circus came to visit. It was a simply spectacular event featuring some terrifically talented animals. Anyone who was anyone had to be there. If you're here at home, you are watching the show at me. The performers set up a special stage in the yard just for us. We are one very lucky family, n'est-ce pas? I hate that she's calling the prisoners a family. I don't like that. Like, I don't like it when companies call themselves a family. I definitely don't like it when a prison warden says family. I'm gonna be real. That feels somehow worse. Exactly, Fluffy. So she was at the circus performance for the inmates yesterday morning. Mr. Carcerto mentioned this show yesterday as well. He must have been talking about the same thing. What time did the show take place? From around 8 until 10, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Meaning it finished right around when the body was discovered. And by dint of having attended the show, she has a reasonably solid alibi, assuming anyone can confirm that she was there. Oh, would you look at the time? Sorry, darlings, but I really must rush. Feel free to explore our home. Mi casa, su casa, and all that. Ciao for now. Well, what now, Mr. Edgeworth? The person who found a body screamed, and that scream was heard by one inmate that we know of. Oh no, Kayla, is your Chromebook not gonna work? Therefore, our first task is to question this inmate, and see where his information will take us. Time to go into a 2-week-long coma. That's all it is. Like, well, time to just go to sleep for a couple weeks. Is my computer ready yet? There's something written here. It seems to be about the prisoner in this cell. I'm sorry. Is this place a zoo? A reverse zoo? Prisoner number D258. Classification, Captivus periculosus. He may look fearsome, but this lively fellow is actually a sweet-natured herbivore. Wow, that is incredibly small. He even has a pet penguin named Gwenny. He's skilled at giving such real gripping testimony you'll swear you were there at the crime scene too. The end. It's the kind of thing you might expect to read in a zoo, not a prison. Okay, so this is a reverse zoo. Like, you know, rock walls and, you know, stuff that looks like nature. A little bit of nature behind, you know, the border like this. And animals are out about instead of the people, or the people are the animals. Do you have a moment? We have a few questions for you. Oh, who's a good girl? You are. You're just perfect. She really is. She's beautiful. Ahem. Meow! He's finally noticed me, I think. I was wondering, what's her name? It's Waggy, ma'am. She's my little friend. Yes, right, as you were then. What I need to answer is not clawful puns. Oh god, now even I'm doing it in my own head. Look, Mr. Edgeworth, it's a monkey mountain! Not something I ever expect to see in a prison, I must say. Doesn't it look like fun? Not in the least. And while we are on the subject, you are not, under any circumstances, to climb on that structure. Do I make myself clear? We'll have to show that monkey who's boss. Please, Kay, you really don't. It's a mini pig, I believe. Though not for eating, I hope. Isn't this great, Mr. Edgeworth? It's like being at the zoo. Except it's the humans, not the animals, who live in captivity here. No one would mind if I took one home with me, would they? If by home you mean behind bars, then no, I suppose not. The vent has seen better days. It's covered in rust. Yeah, only cats would dare take a nap on there. And maybe Gummy. I feel you may be right. Oh, it's a blurb about the guy in the cell. Let's see what it says. Prisoner number D259. Classification, habitat, see tile to the right. Not exactly helpful, is it? This grisly fellow has a pet polar bear called Teddy. He's a former boxer who loves to stay trim and is always at optimum fighting weight. He may push his body to the max, but he's relentlessly kind to himself. Omnivore. Who exactly is all this information for, anyway? Talk to the parrot. Talk to the parrot. What did you see, parrot? I'll strangle you! About the person who found the body, did you happen to know where he is right now? Should be one of the workshops, I guess. Usually is at this hour. Then it seems the workshops are an export of coal. Hello? Anybody in there? Nice try, kiddo, but this isn't the bathroom stall. Yo, you there. Could you help us out here, my good man? Oh, yes, sir. Oh, what can I do for you? There's somebody using the workshop right now. Oh, yes, sir. One of the prisoners is in there. Just confirmed to myself during the new time roll call. Oh, we'd like to speak to this prisoner, if that's all right. Sure, I'll go fetch him right now. I'll take a sec. This one's all yours, Mozzie's boy. Why? Well, let's just say I'd rather not roll the dice on someone I don't know, yeah? Huh, and I thought adults were all supposed to be strong and brave. Well, you're not looking so brave yourself right now, so let's call it even. Yeah, but I'm only a high schooler. It certainly does look that way. Except for the fact that we know about all the alarms and the crazy, like the ankle bracelet, or the bracelets and everything. No! No, 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 no. 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 What are you doing here? And also, I don't remember what case you're from, but I remember you. I know you. I know your face. I just don't remember where it comes from. I hear you wish to speak with me. It's the OG. I thought that he was one of the original Ace Attorney. Frank saw it. Alright, hold on. Thank you for the name so I can look him up. And remember what episode he was in. Frank saw it. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. It's a toupee. I forgot about that. The very first case? Oh, he was! Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, with the thinker. With the clock that was, the statue that was actually a clock. I hear you wish to speak with me. Not exactly the hardened criminal we expecting, is he? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a public prosecutor. A prosecutor, you say? Eddie Fender, attorney at law. What happened to being too scared to handle this? Listen, sorry about my pal here. He gets the weirdest ideas. Prosecutor indeed. That'll be the day. He's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will ya? He's right. I must forget that I'm a defense attorney's assistant for the time being. Ah, that explains it. I did think you looked a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday. So he's already spoken to Winner. Would you mind answering a few questions? No, of course not. I'd be delighted. The name saw it. Frank saw it. Well, this is all yours, my young associate. Sure, have the intern do everything. Why not? Mr. Salt, you are no doubt aware that a murder took place yesterday. Would you mind telling us where you were at the time when the body was found? Yes, I was in that workshop there, working as one might expect. What kind of work were you doing? Well, I'm actually retraining at the moment. I'm hoping to become a stylist, you see. A pet stylist, that is, yes, so I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can. An unusual field of study, befitting an unusual prison, I suppose. And that's it. I certainly didn't see anything. Don't ask me any more questions. Ignore the fact that my face looks like this now. Interesting. I barely asked him anything at all, and he's already sweating bullets. So, yes, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you. Sorry. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Soldet. Although this interview has only just begun. Oh, look, there's his bracelet. I mean, even if you were to ask me, you know something, don't you? He's definitely hiding something. I need to push him a little harder if I'm going to get any answers. It's time for some mind chess. Let's play mind games. The first step is to analyze the situation. Let's take a look at our opponent. I didn't see anything. Really? I really can't help you, my friend. Something tells me he'd be a good poker player. It's hard to tell much at all from his face. I don't think he'll be giving me much in the way of physical cues either. I'll have to rely solely on his words instead. That's the only way I'll know what's going on underneath, except for that time just a moment ago where he did the whole face. Alright, time to make my first move. Let's see who we're dealing with here. He may be good at hiding his emotions, but everyone has a tell. Tell me, what's your connection to this incident? What incident? Murder? Oh, well, it has nothing at all to do with me. Nothing. Really? I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. But you see, how can I put this? I like to think of myself as an upstanding citizen, a good person, if you will. If you don't have anything to ask me, I do need to be going. So normal productivity is called for. Mr. Solbert may be good at hiding emotion, but he also has a tell. I just need to watch for it. What are we, apologists now? A good person who's in prison. Forgive me, Mr. Solbert, but under normal circumstances, good people do not tend to end up in prison. Yes, they do. It happens all the time. So you do well to tell me what you know about the incident. How many times do I have to tell you people? Don't know anything, I swear. Surely you've noticed, Mr. Solbert, that I have you exactly where I want you. Really? It seems to me you're just wasting my time. Mr. Solbert may be good at hiding his emotions. Okay, fucking God. Sorry, I don't know what more to say, but I can't help you. My apologies, Mr. Solbert. But considering that the incident occurred right here in the prison, I find it very hard to believe that you know nothing at all. Oh, well, yes, I suppose I can tell it might seem unlikely, but it's true. If you're looking for the person who found the body, you'll have to look elsewhere. Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body? I certainly never mentioned any such thing to you. Is it because you do know something you're not telling me after all? No, I just sense that's who you might be looking for, that's all. I'm simply a pet stylist in training. I don't know anything, truly. There's no doubt about it now. This man's hiding something big. Let's find out what he did yesterday. My opponent is very good at hiding his true feelings, but not for long. Time to smash that mask of his and see what lurks behind that phony smile. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right? Well, the day of the incident. Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened. If you don't have, God, I'm not a big fan of this chess game. How was it like here in the prison yesterday morning? I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid. I don't have a clue as to how to push this conversation forward. I'll try another tack. I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Solid. I told you, I'm a pet stylist in training. And that's what I was doing yesterday, training. Specifically, I was giving the animals a trim. You didn't notice any commotion at the time of the incident. I would imagine things were suddenly quiet, quite tumultuous around here. Well, commotion, you say? No, not really. Maybe I heard someone, but... Surely you've noticed, Mr. Salt, that I have you accept... Oh, nope. God damn it. What? This feels annoying because the way that this game worked before was, okay, in this situation, you don't do anything. In this situation, you press them. You heard someone. Was this someone screaming by any chance? And don't try to tell me you don't remember. You continue to assert that you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Sword, but I'm afraid I don't believe a word of it. No, I thought I heard someone yelling, but I don't really remember. The fact that he heard a scream at the time of the murder may well prove to be a useful clue. I'll do well to bear it in mind. What was it like here at the prison? I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid. Time to deploy my clue. If you don't remember, please. You literally just confirmed that you heard a scream. Oh, but I might have been mistaken. The truth is, I really don't remember. Your memory fails you yet again. How convenient. But I know you're lying, Mr. Salt. How dare you talk to me like I mean I'm not lying? Look, if you must know, when I'm working with the animals and I get into the zone, they're all I see. Am I to understand you have something of a talent for animal grooming then? I said I get in the zone, not that I was any good at it. Well, my scissor technique could use a little work, but I'd say I'm quite good with the animals. They seem to like me. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared. Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? Surely it doesn't happen very often. Well, that's... No, thankfully it doesn't. A loud scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't it? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard the scream? What is it you're hiding, Mr. Salt? Tell me. Gah! I can assure you I'm not hiding anything. I'll admit I really did hear about somebody scream. But I'm not hiding anything, I promise. The mask is finally beginning to crack, and I'll shatter it completely by asking about the scream itself. I'm afraid you're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Salt, that hiding things from me never ends well for my opponent. When did you hear this scream? Oh, wait, now I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners around the time of the incident, you see. Yes, performing animals, if I remember rightly. That's where I was in the morning. So now you wish to claim that you didn't hear a scream because you were at the show. You do realize that goes completely against everything you've told me so far. And what are you gonna do about it, huh? That is, my memory is patchy, as they say. What are you gonna do? Throw me in prison? The animal show really had to be seen to be believed. It did it? Tell me, what kind of animals did you see? Well, let me think. A whale? Enough of your lies. You were nowhere near the show, were you? Oh, well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. That's clear Mr. Sword wasn't at a show. This feels like a vital clue. Who did you hear screaming? Oh, wait, I just realized I made a mistake. When the incident happened, I was out in the yard. Yes, so I didn't hear anyone screaming. No one at all. Time to deploy my clue. How long were you planning to keep up these lies? I already know that you weren't at the show. The game's up, Mr. Salt. It's high time you told me the truth. I demand to know about the scream now. I heard screaming from the tent, you know? A lot of joy and fun was being had at the show, so yeah. I heard they were screaming with laughter and such things. I can't tell you what I don't know. I didn't hear any scream, not from the person who found the body. How curious. Most people would assume that the scream had come from the victim. So then, why do you think it came from the person who found the body, I made a mistake, that's all. How, Mr. Salt, how did you know that it was the person who found the body who screamed? Shall I tell you? You knew because it was you who found the body. And the scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you. How did you... It's true, I admit it, but what gives you the right to treat people like this? Checkmate. Hooray! And now that we've established that you were the one to find the body, Mr. Salt, I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation. Alright, you win, but I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably isn't even worth your time. That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end. Except, that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth. We're trying to save Simeon. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our client out of trouble. Not as a prosecutor, but as a defense attorney's assistant. Well, the Game Meister said. You need to listen to the kid more, you know. A client has requested the services of Edgeworth & Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. So if you think Mr. Saint's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for the truth, well, let's just say I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah? That said, in the other Ace Attorney games, we are constantly looking for the truth, regardless of whether... Which usually means that our client is innocent. Usually. This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Salt, I'm asking once more, what happened when you found the body? I was in that workshop there by myself, practicing what I've learned. I don't remember how, when I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peek in through the little window, and then I saw him lying there, a man, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror. Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found. Yes, that's right. I was in Workshop B, and you were there the whole day. Yes, from 7 a.m. roll call onwards. There were 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. And they check who's in the workshop during roll call, correct? That's right. It was reported to be a miss at 7 a.m., which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Okay, so he died sometime between 7 a.m. and noon? Maybe around 10 o'clock? Interesting. Guess that means the murder took place after 7 a.m., which puts it right around the time the show is happening. Oh yes, the show. I remember the other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Will that be a fair assessment, Mr. Salt? I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear. I promise, I swear, was not me. There's a clear contradiction in Mr. Salt's testimony. Really, that should be my first priority. There is? Where, what? Let me take a look at my evidence real fast. I mean, my only thought is that it's weird that he could see the dead body. It doesn't make any sense considering the body should be over where the W is. looking in through the window would be incredibly difficult to see him. Peek in through the little window, and then I saw him lying there. Contradiction, really. I'm afraid I don't quite follow. You're not just saying the first thing that pops into your head, are you? Is that a similar bluff, Mauserino? Because he called it pretty good. Still, don't let him mess with your mojo. Always next time. Yes. Confident like a child by Fender. How mortifying.
Hold it!
Could you tell right away if he was a man or a woman? It was clearly a man. His physique, his clothes, it was all so very clear that he was dead. You could tell just by peeking through that little window. Look, let us say this wasn't my first dead body. What? You mean you're in prison for... To my eternal shame, yes. As was, however, the first time I had seen another person's handiwork up close, so... I quailed and frightened and found myself screaming in sheer terror.
Hold it!
Does that mean you didn't get a good look inside? No, I couldn't. The window was not only small, but it had bars over it, you see. Not exactly a panoramic view. Just so the guards can check what's going on, right? That's right, yes. Not a very knowledgeable young lady. You bet. I guess you could say I know a little something about prisons now, too. I'll have to remind myself to address this newfound interest later. Anyway, yes, I peeked in through the little window in the workshop door.
Hold it!
You found yourself there? Really? That's right. And then I found myself peeking through the little window in the door. Why did you think to do that? Gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really. You clearly weren't concentrating on your work, then. No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner. It's his glove. It's all the other prisoners had gone to watch the show. I guess I was, well, kind of lonely. Like being stuck at school after everybody else has gone home, huh? Yes, exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop and...
Objection!
What do you mean? Blah! Rude! This has to be... Ugh. You didn't just happen to find yourself there.
Hold it!
What exactly were you practicing? How to be a pet stylist? Of course, I'm a model prisoner after all. So he keeps saying. Where is your pet? Where is your animal? Who is your animal? Everyone has an animal. What's yours?
Objection! Hold it!
Do you recall how exactly you screamed? Any words you might have used? No, I only remember that I screamed. Folks don't tend to remember much when they're busy crying out in terror, Miles. Exactly, so yes, I screamed. That's all I remember. He presents himself as an innocent bystander, but nothing could be further from the truth. Given what he is, things couldn't have happened as he claims. The contradiction in his testimony is as clear as day. I need to present the evidence that proves it. Okay. Okay.
Objection!
Hold on, I'm thinking. I have ideas. There's a couple of possibilities.
Objection!
Fucking found it. God damn it. They're not allowed to move about freely. Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sort. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's trained to be a pet stylist. Technically, you're a former burglar training to be a pet stylist. There's a difference. But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm. Well, there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in. Woo! Stylishly done, Edgeru. But doesn't that mean that Mr. Salt couldn't have found the body then? Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Salt himself can explain. So actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body, if you like. By all means, go ahead. By all means. Oh, there's a little trick repersoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelets inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright. So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about our little trick, especially not the guards. Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? I'd better dig a little deeper into his testimony just in case. Because why would you be doing that? What would be the reason? I don't care about you knowing the trick. But here's the question. Why?
Hold it!
Why did you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door. That room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises? Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on, so I went right away. I see. Are there any problems with what Mr. Sword just said? Yes? You claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body, because the person who made the noises should have been in there too. You've got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Salt, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent, but it will do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime. I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Just tell us what you saw. All right. It was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk his terrible teeth into the victim's throat. What did you just say? It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. Suddenly, I don't feel so good. Jeepers creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing. It was dreadful, horrible. Now you know what, I couldn't help but scream. There's a man-eating dog in the prison's animal population, is there? Unlikely. I find that unlikely. And that really is everything, I promise. You believe me, don't you? For now. This one seems too far-fetched to lie, even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony, if you don't mind. Very well. That black dog has been... But again, that still doesn't make sense.
Objection!
Okay, never mind. I'm thinking. Because what's the problem here? What's the problem now? I thought that was gonna be the end of it. But apparently I am the one who is wrong.
Hold it!
Are you sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it. Oh, spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he... Don't say it. Do you really need to ask that, Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, what was that punch for? I'm on your side here. He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there, menacingly. Meaning he was already dead. There was so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless. Oh, enough already. I had to go into every little detail like that to give you a nice and accurate testimony. That is what you want, isn't it? Shall I add what I've said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth? Please do. It was awful, I tell you. Terrible. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless. His ring gleaming as it caught the light. It featured a snowflake motif in relief. How the fuck do you know that? How in God's green earth do you know that? Also,
Hold it!
a snowflake motif in relief. You seem to have a very clear memory of this ring, Mr. Sword. Well, I used to go door to door selling newspaper subscriptions, you see. I had to take people in at a glance, their appearance, their mood, that sort of thing. Also so that I could, you know, sneak in later and steal those things. I figure out who exactly you're dealing with is the first step in any sale. Except in this case, you were figuring out a corpse. What can I say? Force of habit. One that served me very well in my sales career, if I do say so myself. Even so, you seem to remember things to an uncanny level of detail. I suppose. Nevertheless, it's true. I remember the ring, the relief, all of it. Is what he's saying even plausible, though? Take another look at the condition of the victim. Because we found it... Was his hand being covered up by the tarp? When we first found it? I was bitten in the throat by a dog that lives here in the prison. Not the most plausible of explanations, I have to say. Well, they do say that pets take after their owners, but there are some things they shouldn't take after. How are they supposed to help reform their owners? Otherwise, what's the point of having an animal therapy program? I should probably ask Mr. Salt a little bit more about the dog.
Objection!
Rude! Rude and mean!
Objection!
There we go. I got it. Ignore the fact that I've lost a lot of health. We're fine. A ring with a snowflake relief. Yes, I saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's a little bit too accurate. We're saving Fluffy, I promise. Ugh. And what's wrong with being too accurate? I mean this. You testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger, see, exactly as I said, there's no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. I knew it, the tarp. Okay, then why did the fucking tarp count? I feel like the tarp should have counted. Rude. Rude and mean. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impressive for you to see this ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approached the body and removed the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window in the door. Yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Sort. Who the heck do you think you are, huh? Mr. Big Shot, acting like you know it all. I mean, I swear. Though I know the man's arm must have moved under the top after I peeked in. Nonsense! You already told us that can't have been the case. Wasn't moving, just lying there, dead as a doornail. You said yourself that the victim was already dead, and dead men don't move, do they? Woo-wee! Is that the sense of odor desperation I smell? What are you hiding, Mr. Salt? Tell us. Okay, I'm gonna give him a southern accent because I think he deserves it. No, You're wrong. I know what I saw. Ah! Hey, look, he did it again. Wow. Just like in the very first case ever. What a wonderful memory. You couldn't let it go, could you? How to keep on poking and prodding, you slimy two-bit associate attorney! Seems the real Mr. Salt has finally revealed himself. Oh, that's quite the, it's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight out of you like some kind of flying black cat. Look, I'm just a sweet, innocent witness here. But are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts. What's that supposed to mean? You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So how did you do it? That's simple. Mr. Salt, this is where you were standing when you saw the body.
Take that!
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the relief on the ring. Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body, anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over, minding my own business and looking after the animals. Why else would I have signed out a pair of rubber gloves? For fun? Now put it up or shut up. I want to see evidence that proves that I was in the room with the body. There are unfortunately no baby sharks in this prison! Remind me, Mr. Salt, what were you doing when you discovered the body? How many times I was practicing my stylism technique. Would you like to have a dance battle about it? We can get down real good. Of course, and perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you. Okay, this glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. It is curtains for you. Listen to the sinking of the ship. You're going down with it. And I can't help but notice that you have a similar glove tucked into your apron. No, this one's different. Thank you for the biddies. Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it? It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything. Not yet, perhaps, but if I were to ask the police to check this glove's prints, I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. Okay, look, that thing that Fluffy said a long time ago. This concludes your regular scheduled dance break. It's over. What the? That was a pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender, now is not the time for tomfoolery. But I have a legit objection, because this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. Our man here is a prisoner, right? And he's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on. That's true. So how could he leave his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried. Right. We don't have a good explanation for that yet. Well, anything you'd like to share, good buddy? We're all friends here. That's weird. He should be clinging onto that bracelet he should be clinging onto that bracelet like the big round lifesaver it is. In what way? As in, it's the best hope our wig-fling friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. And yet, he hasn't said a peep about it. I wonder why that might be, huh? The sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach that silence is golden yesterday, too. Whoa! You sounded like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Yeah, that's kind of what Phoenix Wright says, but different. Gregory taught me that. It was part of the attorney's code he lived by. Wait a second. Then where did Phoenix learn that? Wait. Didn't Phoenix learn that from Mia? But Mia's a teacher wasn't Gregory. But Mia knew... You know what? All the defense attorneys in this place knew each other. So, friend, what's the dealio? Why so coy about your bracelet? Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken. Broken? I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the senses off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but... Oh, well, that was awfully convenient. If they can break that easily, I feel like those things need to have inspection more often. I feel like the bracelets need to be inspected more often. I see. So your bracelet is broken. So they really break that easily. If so, this president has a serious security problem. You there, could we have a moment? Oh, aren't you just the cutest? Ahem! Meow! How can I help you, sir? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? Oh, that's not good. Now I'll get someone to find a replacement right away. Thank you. We'll keep hold of the broken one for the time being. It'll work as evidence. Of course, sir. I trust you'll take good care of it. Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now to turn our murder in, yeah? What? No, I didn't kill anybody. Whoa there, Balio. You were the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were there other inmates freely roaming the halls while everyone was busy watching the show? No, I just found the body. That's all, I promise. And when I did, that enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast had left. And why did you go in? Well, fine, I wanted to go through his pockets, okay? He was going to rob the corpse. That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I never stooped so low as to steal from a... Well, I didn't steal anything either. Showing it just right into the room, and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed back to the other workshop, and started my fake screaming. And dropped the glove in your haste, huh? I guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles? Other than whether Mrs. Holt is the one who did it, I'd say one very significant question still remains. A question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from the holding cell in the detention center. That's a very good question. Oh yeah, that one's a doozy. Oh yeah, I also can't help but wonder about another key feature in Mr. Salt's testimony. That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Salt. Yes, what is it? Were you the only prisoner who didn't get to watch the show? Well, no, there was one other who didn't. Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show, even if he'd wanted to? Yes, how did you... I knew it. I had my suspicion when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. We have a blind inmate around here somewhere. For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but where is this person's cell? Oh, you're going to see him? Who are we talking about here? Him! Oh, he's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special, gets treated like royalty. Oh, but you didn't hear that from me. Manfred von Karma? All I'll say is if you value your life, you'll stay far away from him. What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all the time? The big cheese, huh? Well, I for one definitely value my life, so that sucks. And I keep him in maximum security. Although he wasn't exactly a violent criminal, which is over there. Not a very big prison, is it? Is it okay, I have a question. Why does this prison only have 3 prison cells per floor and 1 maximum security? Like, how many people are in this prison? Like, 10? Max? Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way of treating someone different. Alright, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already. And let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Milesy, anything you care to share? Are you going to leave K-9 in the dark here too? The mystery man in maximum security is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark K-9 friend there too. I'm so curious. Is it Karma? Is it Manfred? Come here, Von Karma. I'm ready to beat your ass. Wow, it's pitch black in there. I can't see a thing. But didn't you say the Altagrossu takes flight, even in the dead of night or something? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blights. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Whoa! You are one powerful performer. Thanks, but that doesn't help me see in the dark. I'm a human, not a 3-legged raven. Doggy! I want to pet the doggy. What? Oh. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. I knew it. And that's been far too long. You remember me? I could hardly forget, now could I? You're the one who put me away. Never mind, maybe I don't know who this is. Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking to that dog? Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see a damn thing. Oh, but I am forgetting myself. Forgive me, I do not often receive visitors. One moment, I will turn on the lights. Who in the ever-loving hell are you? You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Who the fuck are you? Your number is B055. You are literally boss. You are the boss. You look like you have a crystal skull. It's also all veiny. Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I am Bodhidharma Karnas. Well, Bodhidharma Karnas. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Hi, Biscuit. Hi, baby. Hello, darling. Come here. Into my lap you go. Haha, stay here. Stream's only another 23 minutes, baby. I promise. I promise. Mwah. I love my baby, even if he does like to bite. He is still my baby. My darling boy. Please don't. Karnas was a notorious assassin. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells, the last sound his victims would ever hear. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. And then I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another. Oh, good doggy! Good puppy! Look at the good puppy! Your faithful canine friend is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat. Yeah, but you could train him as a hunting dog. You can train anything to do anything. Even if it's a bad thing. Even if it's bad to make them to train them as anything. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying that by all technicality you can. Your witness is mistaken. Helmet is a gentle soul. You're not going to comment? Okay. He has my eyes, nothing more. It is absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, it is. You're a good boy, aren't you? I say that to Biscuit as he's right in my lap. Give him scritchies. Helmet is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade. This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume? Ugh. Swords is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach. Hello, then. I thought as much. Yes, I did, Helmet, yes. I figured that he already knew who our witnesses. What were you doing between 8 and 10 a.m. yesterday morning, Mr. Karnas? During the show, you mean? Oh, look at the doggy. The doggy loves his master so much. Look at the looky. Look at. I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I had developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I was engrossed in it all morning. And you have permission to engage in such a hobby? I can't believe they would actually let you. It's a sharp object. The warden and I have an understanding. An understanding? It's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisels. Holding but lethal weapons in his hands. I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 674th, my interest had begun to wane. Whoa, that must have taken forever. Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these. Oh, hey, look! It's a Cerberus. That's really cool. I like the Cerberus. I didn't know you played chess. You play too, do you not, Prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Although you might find my game rather rudimentary. Only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid. What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads? Ah, yes, the dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles, all doing their utmost to protect the king, all loyal to the last. I have always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Still, it's simply a piece I made for fun. Fear not, I play by the regular rules and with the regular pieces. I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though. Oh, I have my correspondence. Correspondence, just then. Sharing moves by post. Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. The contents are inspected, of course. Although, I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move. I wonder if the correspondence is also code. If it's also being used as code. Like, knight to B3. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, is that the code for killing someone, or is that the code for next time you visit me, please bring me cake? Why are they so similar? Ah, sorry. Knight to B2 is the cake one. B3 is the killing someone. Cool. Got it. We're good. Biscuit, calm down. Calm down. It sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Connors? His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor, unfortunate soul! Don't stop singing. Don't start singing here. Very well. You keep your ear to the ground. My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth. Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prison's information network? Perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all. What do you mean? Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one, a crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter. Attempted assassination? Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, didn't Mr. Knight... Yes, we proved that he murdered his team leader, and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up President Wang's fake assassination scheme? That's why they took... Really? That's what they did? That's fucking... I'm so pissed off now, suddenly. I'm suddenly so pissed off. They took me off the case and are ready to take my prosecutor's badge to cover up for a fake assassination attempt. Wow, fuck you. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, cowboy. You're saying the Bronxer didn't actually have a pop at the press? I was hired to defend him on the charge of attempted murder. You mean you don't know what really happened? So what, they just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight? It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved. Of course! They took you off the case to try and keep you away. And swapped in that wiener kid to push through an attempted murder charge. In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth! So they really were trying to frame him? According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insistent that he had attempted no assassination, which would have come out anyway when the case went to trial. I am no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. Yes, I'm well aware that I have accidentally imprisoned many people on false pretenses, and also so did Von Karma. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmet, yes it is, yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth. No bastion of truth, huh? I've heard something to that effect before. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. Looking at you, Lang. Will you be back here sometime? What's up, Wolf Boy? We never really did get to the core of his rage against prosecutors. We never really got to the bottom of that, did we?
I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors. Even Helmet understands, don't you, Helmet? Yes, you do. Are the truths revealed in court and your deductions? It is dangerous to trust either implicitly. But I am not bitter. You are not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday. He was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, a distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air. Not those two again. Prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavel. I went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I mustn't take it personally. Rumor has it that they searched every cell in the prison, and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed.
Okay, hands up if you think that this was that his death was a cover-up. Like, it wasn't one of the other prisoners, or it might have been a guard, but it's likely someone we know that's not a guard. Probably not Winner. Maybe the judge. That seems unlikely, but maybe. A cover-up, yeah. I'm thinking it's a cover-up. Like, they planned his death. That was never going to go to trial. And they were just going to blame it on whoever they could find to be a scapegoat.
Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? A source testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more powerful evidence if I want to take Connors on. Well, I think that's quite enough chit-chat for one day.
Stop trying to give me... No. I don't want to use the AI bullshit, phone. Turn it off, please. Get rid of it. How do I turn off? Can't, nope. Off. I don't want to use this bullshit. Yeah, my phone updated. I have to go into my Google account to turn it off. Yeah, my phone updated like a couple of days ago, and it just fucked with everything. It's the rudest thing. It's so rude. I wish that it didn't.
Helmet will show you out. Good boy, Helmet. Go on now.
Isn't it possible for someone to, like crawl through the door that their therapy animal uses, like while they're going through?
He's not showing us out permanently, right?
No, let's get out of here. Come on.
Until next time, Mr. Connors. It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth.
Farewell, Helmet. Goodbye, boy. Oh, look at how scared Kay got.
Now to get the evidence I need to bolster my case.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's the best hiding spot she could find. It's alright, Kay, you can come down now.
That's true. Presumably the alarm would go off.
Where's Fender?
He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast.
Fender.
So, what do we do now?
You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start. By solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but he was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how did he wind up on the other side of those heavy security doors? I'll start by investigating the holding cells.
I'm gonna assume it's because there's a second way in. He didn't need to use the connecting corridor. He could have gone through that top door with the office to get into the prison. Now, whether or not that's any easier, I don't know. And Mr. Knight's room, right? But, what about Mr. Fender? I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Sure, but he is kind of our boss, isn't he? No, well. We'll see him again eventually. I'm sure he won't just dip out on us. The victim's cell is just over there. Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth. I have just about had it! Who's that? Warden Lagarde. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry. What was the... she was French, right? I was using a French accent for it. Just a... He's still not talking, ma'am? You want the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? No. And I've tried so many times, I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess a killer for hire was always going to be a tough nut to crack. A killer for hire? Oh! I couldn't help overhearing, Warden Lagarde, but were you just talking about Bodhidharma Karnas? My, you were listening. Oh, very gosh of you. A girl's privacy is her armor, you know. Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself? Oh, it's not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete with everyone, you see. And that's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. Oh, there isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. Your office? How sweet. He's angling for an invite. Well, I suppose it is the hottest ticket in town. It's down this corridor here, darling. But FYI, I don't let just anybody wander in willy-nilly. Let's see. How to put it right around here. It's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. So what you're saying is the other entrance to the prison is going through the warden's office. I hum and hi-ha. And who wouldn't want the view of my fabulous garden and the yard? Oh la la. Oh, is that the yard? That must be the yard then. The warden's office to the yard to the prison. The yard? If it's anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you'll just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. That's a rather steep price to pay. Oh, but just listen to me chatting away like there's no tomorrow. It's time for Ali's lunchy break. Lunchy brunch. The poor dear will be dying. Ali, the sweetest lady in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Now, to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. I wanted to ask her more about Canis, but she dominated the conversation from start to finish. Let's go investigate the victim's cells, shall we? So this is Knight's cell. When do you think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth? It would have to have been the evening of the 25th, after the events at the lake. And then at some point he wound up in the prison proper. But how? You have thoughts and you do not like them? I mean, that happens sometimes. Sometimes you just have thoughts and you're like, no, bad thoughts. Go away. There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction. All right, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth. In these last, 5 to 10 minutes that we got. Reflected in the mirror is a security camera. A great thief's greatest enemy. Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, if I'm being honest. I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. God! I'd like you to retrieve the footage from this security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. Yes, sir! Continuing on. I must scour the scene and inspect everything. What the hell's this? Life as a pet stylist. 200 Days to Freedom. An escape story. Understanding animal emotions. You'll laugh tomorrow. You'll laugh tomorrow. An anthology. Making money while serving time. You don't. The answer is you don't. A second chance at life. Interviews with a former prisoner. Hey, look at this weird piece of paper. There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. Next move, bishop to g2. Oh, I know who this is. Could this be related? Yes, this is, what's his face? He's the pin pal.
Eureka!
This chess game. I've seen it before. Enough with the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus! I am investigating. This particular bit of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what this is? Knight, bishop, pawn, pawn, pawn. Rook, rook. King, pawn, pawn, pawn. Oh, hey, look, someone did some castling. Hey, look, they did castling up there in row 8. The white side. It's the chess set we saw in Mr. Cancel, but I don't really know the rules of chess, so the rules of the game are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. Compare the ones in Mr. Cancel with these. Do you notice anything? I don't know which piece is which or anything, but if you turn the diagram like this, there are pieces in the same squares. Indeed, there's no dog on the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical. And what does that tell us? Oh, I have my correspondence. And as unlikely as it may seem, Mr. Canis's chess opponent was Mr. Knight? Pawn to g6. G6 would be there. Yeah. You can't, how are you, wait. You can't do pawn, wait, you can't, your next move can't be, oh, next move bishop to g2. Which is where it is now. Oh, I see. He's, what next, rook, no, pawn to g6, that's, he's trying to determine what his opponent's going to do. I understand now. I was confused. White pawn to g6. This could be just the proof we need to show that Mr. Canis had a connection to the victim. The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose. What's a chess diagram? A visual representation of a game of chess. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? There seems to be a closely fought contest. Perhaps at this pawn with... No, wait. Not now, Mr. Edward. There's no time to be playing games. Yes, I suppose you're right. Isn't the first time... Okay, we've already figured that out. How does the blind man read the letter? It's probably read to him out loud. Or it's... there are two options. Either it's read to him out loud, or it's written in Braille. Or translated to Braille, or something. Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. You'll Laugh Tomorrow. An anthology. Understanding Animal Emotions. Life as a Pet Stylist. Wait, we already read all this. Maybe there was more to Mr. Knight than met the eye. Sadly, I don't think these were his. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees, with the hope that they would want to better themselves during their time here. A Second Chance at Life. Interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current mortal prisoners and former inmates. Oh, I'd like to look at this one. 200 Days to Freedom, an escape story. And this one too. Making money while serving time. This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought. Ooh, what's the menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth? It seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they like to eat each day. If they can afford it, that is. Money makes the world go round, I guess. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees? Exactly! Exactly! Fucking exactly! Thank you, Kay. You have stumbled upon the problem. Okay, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact. So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard a time as everybody else? How did I wind up defending the practices of the detention system? You didn't. You did a terrible job of defending it. Horrific, one might say. I'm a scout with a scene. What the hell is happening here? There's something different about this spot here. This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did somebody wipe it down or something? What if he died here? Why would somebody only do the pot right next to the bed, though? What if he died in here and not in the other room? What if we're wrong? This must be a knight's suit jacket. So I've been doing some research of my own. Oh, and what have you discovered? I discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. But don't worry. Guys with frilling neck ruffles are next on my research list. Please stop. I don't want to be popular with the ladies. I have a husband already. Hey look! This newspaper's got a chunk of it missing. You're right. A few of his pages have been roughly torn out. But why? Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have a cleaning cloth? It's not totally implausible theory, I suppose, but who would try to clean this cell? This bed doesn't look very comfortable, but that pillow cover is very clean. Spotless, in fact. I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can't you? No, I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. Hey, don't call me out like this, Edgeworth. Don't call me out like this, rude. I like my mattress on the floor. I saw Fluffy. I'm just finishing up real fast. I want to finish up this room. A standard barred window, no sign of having been tampered with. I don't think there's any chance our killer escaped through here. Must remember to bring something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out. Okay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. The board is nice and spotless. There are no signs that the toilet paper has been used. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here. What? Are you serious? Why, what's wrong? There's no door! There's not even a curtain! Whoever designed this place would have thought of a little more about the people who have to live here. I think there might be a reason behind the open plan layout. I think that might be everything we're gonna find here. I guess next thing would be to leave. Let's see if we can get a conversation started. No? Okay. What am I missing then? What am I missing here? Didn't I get everything? I made no attempt to hide the camera. You can clearly see it in the mirror. Yeah, I hate it. It's like it's reminding you you're being watched the whole time. I'd imagine that's exactly the idea. I really hope I never end up in a place like this. Imagine standing at this sink every morning knowing there's a camera pointed right at you. It's unsustainable! You run out of interesting things to do in front of it after a while. You should count yourself lucky if that's the worst thing you ever have to worry about in here. Did I miss something? I don't believe there's any more to be found here. I don't believe there's any more to be found here. Oh, right, I haven't done my logic yet. Duh. Okay, in other words, hopefully next time we'll come back and we'll remember that we need to do logic. Oh wait, no, I know what to do. We can just save it immediately after. Thank you all so much for joining me for some more Miles Edgeworth. The pause on the floor, we're going to pause it right there so we know exactly where we are when we get back. Thank you so much for joining me. Always enjoy Same's Tourney. We'll be back on Saturday for Digimon, Sunday for Kunitsugami, but for right now, thank you, Maya. We're going to go raid Caden, who's playing some more Star Fox Adventures. Y'all have a great rest of your night. A good rest of your week. I hope you all have a good Friday tomorrow. And I will see you all next time, I believe. I think that's everything. I don't remember if I missed anything. If I missed anything, I don't think I have. We're not. We're good. Okay, bye.